All right, so problem number 8 states to find the limit as x approaches 4 of 3x squared minus 10x minus 8, all divided by x minus 4. So by inspection here, you should realize that if I do a direct substitution, the top and bottom will give us a 0, right? The bottom is 4 minus 4, which is equal to 0. And the top would be, well, 3 to the 4 times 4 squared minus 4 times, sorry, 10 minus, my bad. Let me just rewrite this. It would be 10 times 4 minus 8. So 4 squared is 16. 16 times 3 is 48. So this number is 48. The next number would have been 40. So we have 48 minus 40 minus 8. So 48 minus 40 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. So you get 0 over 0. So this is what we call in when you deal with limits an indeterminate form. So this tells us that direct substitution essentially fails, and you have to use some analytical process to get the limit. The analytic process that we're doing is an algebraic method, which is by factoring. Namely, you factor out what the numerator and denominator have in common. So the denominator, x minus 4, there's nothing to really factor there, but the numerator, you could factor it. This is just a side. You could apply something called this AC loan method. The way that it works, this AC loan method, is that you take the value of A, which is 3, and you multiply it by -8. Essentially, you borrow, right? You're borrowing. So this becomes just a regular trinomial with a leading coefficient of 1. So it's x squared minus 10x minus 24. Now look at this resulting trinomial. Can you think of two factors that when you multiply them, that gives you -24, that adds up to -10? Yeah, what are those two factors, Evelyn? Say louder. -12 and +2, right? X minus 12 and x plus 2. Why? Because -12 times 2 is -24. And then -12 plus 2 is just -10. It won't work. 6 and 4, one has to be negative and one has to be positive. If you do -6 times -4, you get +24, which is no good. And if you did 6 and 4, one of them is negative, then you'll get something like -2 or +2 in the middle. So either no 6 and 4 is here. It will be -12 and +2. It was a good effort. Okay, so we did the borrowing part, we did the factoring, but we got to factor this completely. There's just one part of the loan that we're missing, and that's the payback part. The way that we do the payback is you divide these factors by 2. Or no, sorry, we have to divide by 3. We're dividing it by 3 because that's the value that we borrowed. So we're paying back. Now, -12 divided by 3, you can simplify it. What's -12 divided by 3? That would be -4. The second one, you can't really simplify that any further. It's already in reduced form. So informally, just stick the 3 in front of the x. That will be 3x plus 2. And there you go. You factored 3x squared minus 10x minus 8 completely, and now you're ready to solve the problem. What we're going to have now is the limit as x approaches 4 of x minus 4 times 3x plus 2 over x minus 4. Now, as long as x is not equal to 4, the x minus 4s are canceled, and you're now computing a more simple limit. It's just the limit as x approaches 4 of 3x plus 2. If you apply a direct sub here, you get 3 times 4 plus 2. This is 12 plus 2, which is 14. And that's it. That will be your limit.